welcome back with another video. Right now we're picking up the rental car from the airport. If some of you don't know, I am a Turo host. I've been doing Turo for about 3 years now, and I currently rent out my 2017 Volkswagen Tiguan. I just got it back from a booking last night, and so far it's looking pretty good. I don't see any damages or anything wrong with it. Everything looks good to me. And if you want to see how to check in and out of your car, I made a video. Definitely go check that video out right here. I made a video about checking in and out of your car. I don't see any problems, no damages or anything like that. The car looks good to me. We'll check the back seat, make sure everything's good. I don't see anything back there. But if some of you don't know, Turo has made some changes to the platform where you have to have your car on instant booking. You have to approve the guest with the trip. But now Turo said no more of that. Everybody's gonna get the car instantly, no matter what the booking is. So in today's video, I'm gonna tell you some tips and tricks on how to get around that if you don't know already. Definitely stay tuned for today's video. So I got the car back yesterday. The car goes back out later on tomorrow morning, but I gotta work tomorrow morning. So we're gonna get the car clean right now, and then we're gonna drop it off later on tonight for the person tomorrow. So let's go ahead and leave out the parking garage because the car has been here for some time. As a Turo host, we are competing with the major car companies like Enterprise, Hertz, and Rent-A-Car. Any big rental car company we're competing with. So Turo was like, we got to find something, the way to beat out our competitors. So they decided to have all the cars on instant booking. And this could be a good or a bad thing for many people. Me personally, I've always had my car on instant booking because I that was a way that I could set my car apart from a lot of other hosts. I could always have it on instant booking, and whether the person has a trip or not. Because if you think about it, when you go on a vacation trip or you book a hotel, you're gonna get the hotel and instantly. You don't want to wait around to be approved or whatever the case may be. You just want to be able to have your plan set in stone and not have to worry and wait. So I could see why Turo has made this change. It does make a lot of sense, but for a lot of people who are doing this as like a little side hustle, or they're 1 foot in, 1 foot out, this is definitely gonna set apart a lot of the hosts from the rest of the people who take this very seriously and take this as like a full-time job. Before I continue, let's go ahead and check out of here. Hello.
17.
All right, thank you. So we just got our receipt. If you haven't seen my other videos about getting your receipts for taxes, definitely go check those videos out. But as I was saying, with Turo making this change, it has a lot of people upset. I'm in a couple of Facebook groups about Turo, and I've seen a lot of people have been upset about the instant book change. Some of their worries may be, oh, this person's never had a rented a car before. They don't have any reviews. How do I know I can trust this person with my car? Or say they have a bad review and they may, it's the person said that they were smoking or left damage and everything. How do you go about making sure that doesn't happen to your car? And there's a lot of worries to it. This is your car. It is an investment, and you don't want anybody to destroy or mess up your personal belongings. But those people who were very selective, this will set them apart, and it's kind of good for the people who are taking this kind of serious. I think it's for a good change. They can make a little bit more revenue and kind of knock the other people who aren't taking it serious off the platform. Overall, having instant booking, it can be kind of a lot, but with these tips and tricks I'm going to show you later on tonight, it can really help you out. Alright YouTube, so we just left the car wash, got gas, and now I'm gonna tell you how work around the new setting that Turo has for the instant booking. You're definitely gonna want to use the settings on the Turo app. So on the app, you're gonna want to scroll down where it says to trip preferences, your home location and your delivery location, and this is the settings I have mine on. That way I'm able to turn around the car not too fast, but fast enough, especially since I work a full-time job. I can't always have my car on like an hour booking. Advance notice, I need 12 hours in advance. Trip buffer, I have it on 8 hours. The shortest trip possible is 2 days because a day is not really worth it. It's too much to turn around a car, and I'd rather you have the car for at least 2 or 3 days, And the longest trip is a week, because why do you really need a car longer than a week? Typically when people go on vacation, they go on vacation for a week and not months, or whatever the case may be. Not only that too, this is my investment. I don't really want somebody to have my car that longer than a week. So longest trip is a week. So you just really want to use the settings that are in trip preferences. But if you you don't use those, you're gonna use the calendar settings. So you're gonna wanna go to your calendar. You're going on vacation, out of town, you know, or you just don't feel like doing it that day or that week. You use the calendar to your advantage and block off those days. That's why Turo has those features for you to do that, you know? If you know that you're gonna be out of town or you don't feel like dropping off the car, block it off for a couple of days, you know? They never say that you can't block it off for like a whole month or a whole week. Granted, even though it is instant booking and most people don't like the fact that you can't check to see who's renting your car and the history behind the person to prove and unimprove it, but Turo's really good with it. They, you know, insurance, if something would happen to your car, you just gotta take better pictures. They have a good call help center, so you can ask and tell them that hey, you know, I'm not too sure about this guest. Can you know, maybe do some more research or do some more on your end to make sure, you know, I'm reinsured. But your best friend's gonna be trip preferences, the calendar, and photos. You'll be fine if you do those three things. You won't have anything to worry about. And then make sure that your car's covered. It could be a make or break deal, but you just gotta know how to work around it and make it work to your advantage. And it is kind of worrisome when people do rent your car and you don't really know too much about them, but that's part of the car rental game, you know? A lot of people are using Turo for the first time. You know, Turo's still fairly new. It's not that new, but so people still don't know about it, like Airbnb. You know, if you're really that worried about somebody driving your car that doesn't have any history, maybe Turo isn't for you. And that's why Turo changed it to instant booking, because if you just kind of want to, you know, nitpick who's driving your car and this and that, maybe it's not for you. Maybe you should stop doing Turo and find something else. Me personally, I think instant booking is great, and you know, it allows the guests to be locked in and book your car a lot faster, and you know, not really have to do anything to worry about when they're on vacation. When they're on vacation, they want to be able to relax, not worry about if they're going to get approved or denied for a car. Same thing like with the hotel. You want to know when you book a hotel, you want it set in stone for that day and not to be like, oh, I might not get it or get approved. Turo is a great way to, you know, make passive income and, you know, start up a business and start up a hobby, and I think it's great, you know, and I see that. I'm glad with the changes that Turo's making for the hosts. It's allowing them to evolve more and become like on a bigger scale, so us hosts can beat out enterprise, so we can beat out the competition and allow more cars to be on our platform. And that's exactly why they're doing it. They're trying to beat out their competition so that more people can come to Turo and not have anything to worry about, because granted, you know, they want to make sure that the hosts are covered too, but also the guests, because the guests are bringing in the money. Say there was just a bunch of hosts and no guests, Turo wouldn't be anything, you know? So we need these people to rent out these cars, so we want to kind of work with them too. We're like partners on this. If I'm allowing you to have something, it has to work for you and for me, to both of our advantage, and it can't just work more on one end. And you know, I can't wait to see how much more the company grows and, you know, what it's going to become next and the changes that they make next. Hopefully it's going to be all good changes, but you know, who knows, we'll see. But that's my opinion from being a host for 3 years. I personally think it's something great and good. As you can see, guys, we just made over here to the airport, and using these tips and tricks, this is how you're gonna be able to do this and work a full-time job. You know, as you see, it's now later on today, it's now nighttime. I just dropped off the car. You definitely wanna use these settings on the Turo app to your advantage. That's why they're there. Definitely use them, and they will be the best tools you can use to grow your fleet and also work a full-time job. Or if you just wanna continue to do this part-time, that's what it's there for too. But yeah, if y'all learn anything, definitely, you know, let me know down in the comments below. Let me know how you feel about them changing the settings on the Turo app, if you like it or not. If you've always had your car on instant booking, let me know how many cars you have and where you're located. I like to just connect with my hosts and, you know, just get to know each other a little bit more. And thanks y'all for 479 subscribers. Shout out to all of y'all for subscribing to my channel. It means the world to me, and I'm just so happy that this channel is continuing to grow. It really means a lot to me. That way I can keep rolling out these videos for y'all. But if you like today's video, please like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Peace.